Hello everyone, and welcome to Game 2 in the Swiss tournament hosted by ntillerman on fantasystrike.com. See the links below for results. I'm following Djister through the tournament, and this is the second round. He's playing Fluffiness in a Midori mirror, and oh god, what is my life? What is this? Fluffiness is a relatively new player. I haven't seen him play a lot. We played some casuals last night. Oh my... What? What? What is this? Okay. Just her opening with K-throw. Okay, so all lolling aside, that actually makes more sense than it first might appear. So that definitely tells me that Djister has a glimpse in his hand, and if Fluffiness had played a faster throw that would have beaten the K, he would have spun it around to counter beat it for 17 damage. So Fluffiness showing he's willing to attack, doesn't get the straight. Gets the 4 and the 5 to even up the life totals a little bit. Still anyone's game at this point. I think that Djister probably has more experience as Midori, but probably more experience in this matchup as well. Although I can imagine that Midori versus Midori is very commonly seen around around the online game. Yeah. So again, playing dragon options because he knows he can spin them around with glimpse. So Fluffiness settling down, playing the block, getting the nice block against the J. I mean, clearly Midori advantaged in this matchup. It's got to be 5.5 versus 4.5, calling it. Fluffiness responding with a K-throw of his own. Not sure, again, I haven't seen him play enough, so I'm not sure if it's glimpse backed, or if he just had confidence in the throw there. Midori does have a throw on the 3, which makes that not on the 2 as well, but dragon form is too good to be throwing that thing around, I think. Just a responding with K-throw of his own. This is, yeah. I'm not going to be saying any intelligent stuff. I mean, I normally don't say much intelligent stuff unless and there's a small possibility that I do if Rook is on the screen. But what do you even say about this matchup? So I guess that it actually opens up normal attacks a bit more than in anything else. Just because, so 4 becomes a pretty good button in terms of catching throws and converting into a straight, which will get you the aces you need for either Final Dragon Buster or Wrath of Earth. And conceivably, you can even land Wrath of Earth as an ender in this matchup because your attacks can actually succeed. So yeah, Fluffiness definitely showing that he understands what he's doing here. Playing the 4s when he has them, presumably, to try to catch throws. Both of them sitting at 10 cards, both of them sitting at basically the same life total. Djister has played a few more dragon cards as combat reveals. Yeah, leading with the J because he doesn't want to. So Djister playing much less with a focus on normals. Oh, okay, yeah. Fluffiness entering dragon form first. this this game, this freaking game. What even is this? Ooh. Ooh. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That's amazing. That's crazy. Does he have no? Okay. Just wanted to get rid of the that's beautiful. Good lord. Yeah, I guess that move is pretty freaking fantastic in dragon form in this matchup. Scooping both opponent's K and any blocking they want to do. And considering the resources in each person's discard, it's not inconceivable that one or the other would block. Now, unfortunately, Fluffiness was able to immediately re-enter dragon form, and because there was no pump on the final Dragon Buster, he wasn't able to convert all that much damage. I'm wondering if Djister plays a queen here, expecting final Dragon Buster. Ooh. Okay, playing normal 7 to defend against it. Fluffiness going up. Again, life total is very, very close. Continuing to power up. So he has at least 2 aces in hand. The dodge mix-up not particularly effective. Yeah, Djister responding with power-ups of his own, because any kind of dragon reveal is going to scoop the dodge. So it makes much more sense to play Final Dragon Buster as a straight-up combat reveal than anything else. Really up to... I mean, it's lethal on either side here. Oh... Joker? I would see... Oh wait, that's right. Djister wasn't actually in dragon mode, so he couldn't play it as a... Nicely defends that. Goes up 7 cards to 3. Fluffiness having no more aces in hand. Still in dragon form. But Djister has at least 2 aces, so he's got 20 damage on deck. Which makes the normal attacks backed by Joker particularly make a lot more sense, because he can hit confirm into it if he plays it raw, and he's protected from it with the Joker. So Fluffiness still in dragon form. Djister making the call that he's probably out of legal plays, finds out he's wrong to the tune of 9 damage. So Q into 8. Ooh, yeah, just has a few more. Just has a few more has a few more face cards than Djister was expecting there. And now, unfortunately, Fluffiness can reveal an 8 or any kind of high normal to can reveal an 8 or any high normal to stuff another throw attempt. So just got to be really careful. It conceivably has more access to dodges than Djister does in this situation too. Yeah, only having played the one. Tense game. Fluffiness really making nice. Loses dragon form to a to the revealed throw, and Djister gets to go in for 10, possibly more damage if he spins this. I'm not sure if he... Yeah, I guess the next combat reveal will tell us if he has another glimpse in hand, or whether that was the only one and he was hesitating for that long because... plays the 6. So if he has another queen in hand and an 8, that would deal exactly 22 damage. So possibly leading Fluffiness to do something risky, whether it be dodge, or basically anything other than a block if he has those cards in hand backed by a glimpse. Nice. Glimpse puts him at 5. Okay, so he did have the other glimpse. Smart, covers every option except for attacks. And now just has to deal fine damage. And once again, very similar cards. Cards in hand. Slightly more health for Djister, but this is definitely any one of these players' game. The fact that Fluffiness dodged there tells me that he probably doesn't have another dragon, another face card in hand. He definitely doesn't have any more kings. Can't play any ace, even if he had it in hand. Oh, he still has 3 jacks and 3 queens in his deck. Ooh. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, Djister acknowledging the fact that that was a sexy play. That was really well played. GG. GG Fluffiness. Fluffiness goes up 1. So now Djister is going to switch out, or does he stay with Midori? Okay, yeah, Djister committing to the triple threat format. Apparently to fantastic effect. So we'll see what happens here. So Troc has the superior speed throws. They have the exact same spread, but Troc's throws are speed 0.0, whereas Midori's throws are 0.8. So any throw clashes will go Djister's way. So if a 2 meets a 2, etc. Other than that, Midori has the dominant throw in K, backed by Glimpse. But Troc has a faster jack at 2.2 speed. And his queen is 0.2 speed slower than Dragon Queen. So a bit of a flip between those two. Okay, Fluffiness opening with attacks. Djister throwing, possibly thinking that Midori would respect the J and Q options that Troc has access to. Both now tied. Wasn't able to lead into anything with that 5. Ooh. Wow, that's a gutsy 9 throw. Considering that Troc has actual attack options in his face cards, not sure I approve of the 9th throw. Especially in a grappler matchup, it just loses to so many things. Djister probably not playing to block very much, just because the odds of Midori, like typical Midori attacking in the early game, is not particularly strong, I would think. Fluffiness's willingness to attack notwithstanding. So I'm wondering if Djister might possibly underestimate Fluffiness. Although with that last game, I definitely wouldn't. Nice. Connects with the 6. Expect this to lead into 6, 7, 8. Or possibly just defending himself from throw attempts with no strong throws to back it up. Nice. Gets rid of a joker early. That's really good. Trock also able to hit confirm into his AA, so possibly indicator that Djister has that in hand. Unwilling to follow through, or just didn't have any follow through and gave the appearance of thinking about it. Djister playing a very attack heavy range against Fluffiness here. Yeah, and fairly low normals, low grappler normals. Fluffiness powering up his 7s. Okay, goes into dragon mode. Dragon form, sorry. So showed him the 1 ace. Possibly baiting something here. Oh, yeah. So Djister was going for a jack reveal there. Trying to shoot for a jack reveal. Or a throw. Only thing it loses to is Wrath of Earth, which would end dragon mode, and the Dragon Queen, which we saw. Ooh. Yup. Fluffiness correctly identifying the fact that Djister is attacking, possibly to prevent a final Dragon Buster, which it's unclear if it's currently actually a threat. Not inconceivable, although it could be an attempt to mislead him. Ooh. Eggs meat basket. Nicely defended. Getting back some of that life lead. Up 15 now. Midori still in dragon form. Powering up dodges. Making it more likely, or pushing Djister to believe that he's not going to dodge into it, that he's going to play it raw. Possibly because he has another dodge in hand and will just play it. Djister at 57, one shy of losing to a fully powered final Dragon Buster. Ooh. Now definitely within range. Can't follow that Q up with any with Shout of Earth, or with Wrath of Earth, sorry. Yeah, dude. That's a heck of a hand. That's a heck of a hand. If I'm Fluffiness, I dodge here. Djister has done nothing but attack. Yeah. So I really hope that Djister has a joker here. Or if he doesn't, that Fluffiness respects it. No. Immediate final Dragon Buster. Nice. That is it's now using Joker. Bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it works out for him. Wow, okay, discarding the last dodge, yeah. With 3 cards in hand, probably not the most valuable card, but still an incredibly good comeback potential for Midori, assuming he can get some more aces in his hand. Although now, unlikely that Djister is going to let up the throw pressure. Which, of course, means Midori's large normals are also very effective. I expect Djister to attack here. Ooh. Djister not having much luck in the last couple games with successfully throwing down on opponents with low hand. There we go. 2 in a row, that'll do it. Gets the 15. Down to 27. If he can fill his hand with aces or get any of those back. See how many we have? Okay, we have all 4 in the discard, so unlikely that aces are going to be a factor here. J and Q, both very strong combat reveal options for Troc right now. Ooh! The bull. No one ever expects the 3rd K. Actually, no one ever expects. So now he's also priming me for to not expect the 4th K, which is absolutely coming right now. Calling it right. Oh, no. Djister plagued by internet problems, unfortunately. Oh no. The game continues. See, if that was a K that from Djister, that totally would have worked. Midori would have combat revealed. That Joker would have morphed into a 4 attack. And game over. It's an unknown. It's a bug that Philo has introduced into the game that most people aren't aware of. I hope that. sorry, Philo, for giving away your incredible 4K secrets. There is no such bug. Is what I want you to think. Ooh. Yeah, Djister just not having any luck with reading his opponents so far especially in late game with low hand. Ugh, that is not what you want to see. That is absolutely not what you want to see as Troc right now. So what does Midori have? What has he already played? 3 queens, 2 kings. He's got jacks. Dodge into K from Fluffiness. Or just like JJ reveal is just so... Oh, that's brutal too. So this isn't lethal. No, Djister cannot grasp Fluffiness's final form. Four queens. Djister's still alive. But my god, if Midori dodges... Oh, what do we got? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 in the discard, which just makes this last dodge all the more horrifying. Or just a 6 attack. Tense moment. Just having a long, hard think about this. If I were him, I'd take a step outside, look at the sunset for a while, walk along the beaches, and then mash J. Nice. Nice. So if this is anything like last game, Djister is now going to play the second Joker. Yeah. 4 attack would be really good here. Oh, if he's got the other War Stomp? No. That would have been brutal. So 1 card in hand. If it's a 6, 7, or 8, Djister cannot throw here. Although if it's a 6, 7, or 8, it has a block on the other side of it. So Shout of Earth will lose. Midori no longer in dragon form. So 2.4 speed is now the fastest thing in his deck, as all 4 queens have hilariously been played. There we go, closes it out. Points on the board for Djister. The good game from Fluffiness. Tense matches. So at this point, Fluffiness has the option to switch, but I believe that Midori is currently free, so he can play an unlimited amount of times with him, but he has a limited amount of tokens, which he's going to probably switch into only when he needs to. Djister as the winner is going to stay with Trock, because he must. Let's see if that first game has given him enough of a read on Fluffiness's behavior. Although with that stacked hand, aha. Our old nemesis returns. Alright, Geiger in play. Expect, Jesus. That's never a good sign. Philo, please. Now the question is, yeah, yes, appropriate response from Djister. Now the question is, does that mean it's all time spirals, or does it mean 4 R&Ds and 3 temporal distortions? I want to believe in 100% throw Geiger. But with Fluffiness's Robo Devil like draws. I wouldn't put it past him to just have friggin' 4 aces and 2 jokers in hand. Here we go. Pandora's box yawns open. Block. Okay. Djister okay with losing a card to... Okay, so we know that he had at least he didn't have 4 aces. He might just have had 3. Djister happy to build up a hand and possibly work to continuously have his Trox AA in hand. What's it actually called? We'll check that. Nice. Scoops the Time Spiral Hurricane. Great combat win. Which only further convinces me that Geiger has the last 2 aces in hand. In which case I expect Time Spiral Hurricane to make another appearance. Or possibly now that only 2 of them are left to be played, it might be Cycloid Revolution. Okay, content to sit back, build some hand. Possible that Fluffiness was in fact secretly talking about a throw-loaded hand. Difficult to say anything about hand composition on either end. Okay. 1 giant growth for Djister. Probably very, very happy to have that. Not usually something you get to build up to early in the game against Geiger. Especially one that's throwing a lot of time spirals at you. Djister taking his time to consider. Tough not to start playing the previous Geiger you played in his situation, I think. Or at least I would have a difficult time. So both very willing just to sit back and build hand. Djister possibly on the back of that 3 poke, looking for another normal to complete the Beast Unleashed transformation. Has done nothing but block since that turn 2 Q. Yeah. Just poking with Q, getting the damage in. J's are just as effective at scooping fast time spiral as the Q is. Okay, R&D. Yeah, it's difficult for me to say. Either Geiger has only throws or no throws, and is therefore unwilling to go in with time spirals. Okay, that makes me think that it's probably no throws, just a handful of time spirals, Use the research and development to get an actual throw, to make that threatening. And if that's the case, I just expect time spiral after time spiral at this point. No? Okay. Very confused right now. Building up to more aces. Okay, now going back to the possibility that Fluffiness, in fact, just had throws in hand. Aside from those aces. Djister still sitting on really high health. Geiger not having taken much damage either. Nice. Successfully dodges the aces. Backed by Joker. I would throw here. Oh wow. Djister smarter than I. Correctly identifying. Little to be gained there. Geiger sitting on 5 cards. Trock sitting on 12. Emergency poke from Geiger here. King throw is very tempting on, yeah. Nailing the K. Life total's even, but again, Trock sitting on a lot of cards. Probably expecting a cross-up normal here. Nice. Makes the call, makes the read. Goes for the 20 damage. With Geiger at this low hand, yeah, immediately powering up. You don't need all those throws as Trock. Just need to continually have a fast option in hand. Because I'm bad, I would throw 100% of the time here as Trock. And never, ever, ever AA, but Djister tending to have more luck with that than I do. That's definitely something I need to improve on in my own play. Because if you never, oh, okay. If you never show you're willing to do the obvious thing, then you're not actually playing a mix-up. You're just as predictable as if you AA'd every time. Nice. Connects another Q. Getting in there, doing the damage. Didn't want to risk the Shout of Earth running into... Now it's Fluffiness's turn to make some comments about hand quality. Yeah. Yes. Failure is always an option. Always. Just taking some time to think about his possible payoffs with stuff in hand. Nope, continuing to block. Only in slow timer would you see this kind of behavior, I think. Taking time out of a tournament bout to actually answer some new people's questions. Shoutouts to Manjo Fuko for making him or herself known and asking some questions, getting involved. Cool to see a lot of new people. Fluffiness, I think, is I haven't seen around too much. Possibility that he or she has been a long-standing member of the community, and just I haven't seen them around. Maybe they are on some of the other boards. So we've got 3 queens spent, 2 kings spent from Djister. So jacks, I expect jacks and aces to be a heavy part of his range throughout the rest of the game. Possibly waiting for more. Okay, I think Djister is definitely okay. No, building up for multiple ace rounds. I do think though that considering, I think the last couple of rounds, Fluffiness has been playing a lot of blocks and dodges. Possibility that he turns it around right now and goes in. Just are possibly happy just to wait him out and use the ace attack to defend the occasional. Yeah. Fluffiness content to block, sensing that Djister is going to wait for, is going to play an attack heavy range. Getting aces of his own so that he can defend with 0.0 speed. Ooh. And just like that, Geiger just became incredibly scary. Several turns able to, blocking for several turns without being disturbed, letting him build up the cards that he needs to be able to mount some pressure. Fast time spiral is a definite option. Although being able to undercut a Q with Cycloid Revolution also tempting. A Q or a J at this point. Djister considering whether to block or whether this is now some sort of is a riskier throw. Yeah. See how big this is. Ooh. That's gonna deal some damage. Fluffiness now on 3 cards again. Yeah. Just call him Max. Max damage. Single king played. So king's a definite possibility. Although, so now the call is Djister still cowed? Nope. Successfully makes the block. Nice. Yeah. Secret double aces. Just get real. No, no, things have been real for quite a long time now. The realness cannot be understated, Redless. Trock now having down to 6 dodges in his deck. Likely that he has at least one left in hand. If he has War Stomps, if he can play around this card and manage to... No. Okay. Geiger sensing that, or Fluffiness sensing that Djister is not willing to throw him and risk getting K'd, is able to play a much heavier block range than he ordinarily would. Djister now with definitely three aces in hand. Gotta be. Ah, the secret drops. So one of my two guesses was correct. One of my polar opposite guesses. Djister having a tough call here. Whether to go for super or dodge. Oh, just unable to get the correct reads on that. Really tempting to just shut Geiger down as soon as you possibly can. And unfortunately, getting stuffed by the 5. No follow-up. So... unlikely that, yeah, Geiger definitely does not have any more time spirals in hand. Wow, 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 wow. Oh boy, here we go. I think heavy throw range from Djister here, but I really worry that Geiger just puts another 5 out there. Shout of Earth. Oh god, that's so painful. That is so painful. Oh, that is brutal. That is such a brutal feeling. So now he has to contend with a 0 speed attack. Can he thread the needle? Yeah, slow timer definitely slows things down. Riker, are you seeing this? There we go. Here we go. Yes. Joker boys. Joker boys indeed. Oh man. Tough crowd, tough crowd. Nice, okay. Not sure if that was more valuable as a dodge, although Fluffiness has now shown that he's willing to throw. Zero speed attack still on the table. If he dodges here, that's really strong. I want to dodge here. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. That was great. Plays the War Stomp, goes down a dodge, making this one less likely. Follows up. Nice. Making it close. Yep. Absolutely the right call. Oh my god. Temporal distortions everywhere. Which one? How many is that now? One. That's two. Two. Not inconceivable that he might have another one. K's are still very much a button here. Djister probably doesn't have the last another dodge. Ooh. Rough. That might have been a checkmate. So Fluffiness goes up. 2-1. Djister moving to Rockman. Almost able to close out the set versus Deluxe in the first round. We'll see if he has better luck against Fluffiness's Geiger. So last time, in the Trot game, he played very conservatively, blocking for a significant portion of the match, while Geiger blocked and dodged to build a hand. So I'm wondering if he is still in that mindset, or whether he switches and then Fluffiness reacts with a switch of his own, going more aggressive. True say, that's just basic science. Can be time stopped, yep. Fact. Okay, going for the damage. Going down to 4 cards. Possibly the... Yeah, okay. So, thinking that Djister would continue to respect or fear other combat options, he can definitely now. So I'm glad Djister's responding with some throws here. K-throw, a really good option, especially if he kept a 2 or a 3 back. Nice. Good payoff. Excellent, excellent. Yeah. Throwing with TD. This Geiger is all in, ladies and gentlemen. Much science indeed. I'm lighted with science. Is this a king I see before me? And Djister adjusting his mental map of how Fluffiness is behaving. Nice, gets the block. I don't think Djister's actually missed a single cross-up. In this whole set. Able to navigate every single one of those with the correct block. A skill I would sorely, sorely like to have. I would spec that every time. Block, block, yeah. He's been willing to attack on low cards. R&D. How many cards is he getting? Or how many cards is he looking through for that? 3? Hoping to get a greedy hoping to get a greedy throw out of Fluffiness there, or any kind of attack. Djister definitely has rock armor at the ready. Scoops, scoops. Leading into 10 or 7-8. Yeah, 10's nice. Keeps you on high hand, which lets you continue to threaten rock armor. Rock armor is so good, you guys. It's so good. Even against Geiger, you'd almost prefer to throw a high normal into a time spiral than anything else. Well, you definitely want to hit a high time spiral with a high normal, actually, in the early game. Nice. The patented 2 thunderclap. Follows up with a 10. Tenor Q. Yeah. Okay, so with each of those going into the discard, rock armor becomes less and less effective as it becomes more and more difficult to chain together a good combo using anything other than straights. And straights, of course, being much more difficult to get into your hand than anything into Q or anything into J10. Continuing to block. Yeah, I imagine Geiger's hand quality is actually pretty bad, but the threat of high normals to stuff missed throws. Although you know what, I like the blocking more as Rook, yeah, because it leads into stuff like that. Getting the suits you need in order to rock armor. And this has to elicit a response from Fluffiness. Yeah, exactly. So he has to spend kings here, which makes them much less likely to show up later, which makes Rook's AA game in the late game much, much stronger. That is definitely a trade you're happy to take as Rook. You've still got life advantage. Temporal distortion, of course, always makes that a difficult proposition. But this could be worse than it is. Oh, yeah. I mean, on 6 cards, this can't kill, or can it? No. It's gonna deal some damage, but Djister should be able to put him down to 23 if he can get. Okay, yeah, powering up with one of the queens. No face down. Yeah, Fluffiness wants all of his cards. Taking the 20 damage. So now needs to win minimum 2 combats as Rook, because again, damage is capped out at 24. So even if he were able to get that 24 damage somehow, and given that he didn't pump the queen, nice. Again, getting rid of the additional kings. He's got to have AA in hand. I can't imagine him not having AA in hand at this point. I would be really shocked. And 2 kings in the grave is a much better situation to be in. Although with Fluffiness's luck, he has the other 2 kings in hand. Oh my god. Hearts, Nekuten. Yeah. Fairly risk-free play there. I love the peanut gallery. It's so good. Yep. Just are unwilling to go in, really expecting that other king to make an appearance, I assume. There's a lot of deck for good cards to be hidden in on Fluffiness's side. But it may well be that after those rock armor attempts, Djister just doesn't have the hand quality and doesn't want to, doesn't want to play AA, especially with the block heavy range that Fluffiness has been showing. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of 7s. Oh god, of course. So Djister is in lethal range, or Rook is within lethal range from Geiger, and Geiger is not. Definitely not where you want to be. Fluffiness has shown he's willing to throw into AA. Nice. Okay, here we go. Both of them squarely in the bone zone. AA is lethal from Rook. Unless Fluffiness has the 3rd ace, he does not have a 0 speed lethal attack. Rook has played no jokers. No jokers from Geiger either. So AA backed by Joker is a definite possibility. Nice. That is great. 3 is a great combat win this late in the game with Temporal Distortion on. If Rook has rock armor here, backed by Joker, absolutely plays it every time. Oh no, sorry. Rook player just forgot. This Rook player just forgot that AA or any of those A attacks will stop that, whether or not they're lethal or not. Kings are still a definite possibility. A gutsy throw from Fluffiness, though, will just result in game loss. So, possibility of just Joker from Djister, although he may be saving them if only to cover fast attacks. So does Fluffiness have the damage into AA? Yeah, that's GG. Brutal. Geiger too brutal, guys. Well played by Fluffiness. Tough match. And we'll see you in the next round. Cheers. Thanks for watching.